This footage was filmed after we just bought the Khaleesi. We hadn't cleared a single tree, we hadn't opened up any of the reservoirs, we hadn't started any construction, and if I'm honest, we didn't really quite know what we'd taken on. And looking back on all of this, it's really hard to believe that this is where our journey began. Welcome to our new property. A whole load of work needs to be done, but I thought we'd take the opportunity to give you a bit of a tour. Starting with the gates, which we need to widen. A whole load of freeing up of this space needs to happen. Here's Larry. How are you feeling about the whole project, Larry?
Ooh, easy.
Yeah, right. That's not what he says in private. Okay, so this is the back. So there's a road all along here. And then let's have a walk around. I wanted to do this today so that we could see the full nature of it in all its glory before the leaves come off the trees, because it's now October. So in here, can you even see that? In there is an old reservoir that was built in the 1920s, 1925, I think, to be precise. And what we're going to do is we're going to clear all of this, mulch it all, so that we can cut a door in there and use that old reservoir for storage. This here is the old pump house, which used to be used on these reservoirs. So we've come from the gate up there. Behind me here is the pump house. And now we're going to follow along around the drive past the old reservoir, which is behind me here from the 1920s, to the newer reservoir from 1955, which will be our new home. This is the old reservoir, and if you look up there, you can see the corner of it and one of the vents just past that tree there. Now, there are some old badger sets in there, and I can confidently say they're old because we've had them all checked by the local badger group. But what they have done is they've caused subsidence on the bank because of the sets underneath it. So some of those trees have been left a bit unsafe as well. Here is generally where we currently get up to the top. And you can see a bit of a hole there, which we think was kind of like an overflow. But it's really hard to capture it on film. So this is the ground. There's a slope, so we're going to clear halfway up that slope. And where these trees are in the middle of the screen now, it's going to be our front door. So we need to clear all of that off. And then if we carry on around here, we have all of these beautiful trees. And I'm going to take you, I might as well do it now, take you up the side. To get a good view. So we go out into the fields there, but then through here, unfortunately all of these will have to go, these cherry trees, but we're hoping we'll be able to plant something in its place. There's a whopper of a beauty over there, but then this, once we've cleared it, is what it'll look like from the front. So you can see the edge of the reservoir there. Here I am halfway up the side. Well, almost at the top actually. You can see, unfortunately, I'll show you some of the vents in a minute, but some of them unfortunately have been stolen, which is really sad because we want to keep them, because we want to make them a feature. But, under the tree, I'm just about to go up and show you. Look, so there's one that's been stolen. There are some that we want to save and become a feature in the new home. So from the top corner, the corner is somewhere in there, looking down to where we've just come from, that beautiful cherry is over there. These vents pipes, and then let's go through. So what I am now doing is I'm walking around the roof of an underground reservoir, which is what will be our home. We are almost level with the road, but then if you look here, we have all of these trees literally growing within a foot. That's even going into one of the openings. You can't open that because the tree's in the way. Okay, so all of this is growing in a foot of soil, which makes it dangerous for the structure underneath. And also, you can see we dug a hole here, not healthy. This one is growing in, see that? This one's growing in a slight gap between two sides of the reservoir. So this currently is the only way in. I'll show you that in a minute. This is hopefully where our front door is going to be. We're going to have, hopefully, approval for a glass box at the top for the stunning views over what will hopefully stay as fields. And looking over there to the old reservoir. Look at this. There's our weird cat type grave. And that's the opening. If you look down there, that's how you get in. That's the thickness of the concrete. And this is how resonant it is. So we can put this on to keep any intruders, ideally animal, because we're hoping no humans will be getting on the site, because I really do believe it's unsafe. And here, so we need to clear the front there. This is some kind of overflow system, which we also need to clear. Here we go. And now, over in this direction is, you can see the corner there of the old reservoir and the gap between the two. So I've come over now, kind of slightly weird natural bridge there, from the new reservoir where I've just been onto the old reservoir, and highlighted by hatch there. Just going to give you a quick tour of this and then we'll go down the steps at the back. So again, it's hard to believe how high we are here. There's loads of openings on this, which we've tried to cover as best we can, and we're really hoping that the animals, and hopefully, like I say, no humans, but if we come over here, this is where I said the old badger sets are, and you can see how the trees have slid down. We have had experts on the site to give us advice. That is the corner. I'm going to follow this set of pipes over to the back, and you might be able to see the top of our neighbours' houses there, through the bushes, past the brambles, over these, which we're hoping will become lights, which will be amazing. Oh, whoops. to the back here where there's some steps, and we're back to the road. But as I'm standing by the road near one of these gorgeous potential lanterns, I'm now going to take you to the hatch which leads down into this second older reservoir, which we are planning to open up, but we haven't actually been there. So that will be an exciting day, and I'm going to show you the hatch for that now. Right along the edge. And that, whoops, apparently is how you get in. And I am right on the corner. There's Larry in the car down there. And I'm not feeling 100% safe. So, now we go down the stairs, which are also very overgrown. Again, that is the road. And then that is down to the corner, and just past there is a cherry tree. And what's always nice to find is when people throw the dog poo over the hedge, which we're hoping won't be happening all that often anymore. So here we are, gates are there, back where we started from. Exciting, daunting, massive project. But we're hoping to be able to share the journey as we go along the way.